Hey everyone, and welcome to Boston Auto Blog. It is official. We are going to hit 5,000 miles on the GTI today. I'm heading into town, going to Boston to meet up with my friends at BMW of Boston. They have the new M8 convertible, and they're also going to bring the X7 to an undisclosed location in the city. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that, and we'll get into maybe the ownership of my car, and it's actually 3 months to the day I picked this car up. So we'll get into all that. I might make a separate video for the 5,000 mile review, but it's going to be a very fun time today, so let's get started. Alright, so since it's going to take me about 30 minutes to get into Boston, I want to talk about at least some of the ownership of this car. I want to do a Q&A actually instead for a video on the review, but let's get into a few things. So as you guys know, I talked about how the 2019 Volkswagen GTIs have stalling issues. Now, 5,000 miles in, I have not experienced any of that so far. Now, before I jinx it, I am going to get an oil change before the end of October, just in time before the winter. And I really want to see if the oil is what is causing the stalling, because from what I've seen, some of the people who have the stalling issues, they get an oil change and the car is fine. Seeing as though I bought this car late in the model year, I have a feeling the dealership I bought it from probably put in new oil. Now, before I get any further in this video, I want to know what you guys think about the audio. I used a mic for my M850i review just to make sure the sound was perfect. I know that this camera, which is a Sony action camera, doesn't have the best sound. So I want you guys to tell me if you prefer the mic. It was like driving a cloud. This car is just so comfortable to drive, and I'm in sport mode too. Or no mic at all. So let's get into what I'm doing right now. So I'm on my way into Boston, as I said before. I missed out on an event this morning, which is called the Boston Cup, which I went to about 2 years ago. It's a classic, exotic, hypercar, collector's car event, and usually some awesome stuff show up. From what I've seen from the photos, I don't think I missed too much. Most of the cars I've seen before, so I think I made an okay decision on not going. Was at a charity event yesterday, where I got to fly in a helicopter for the first time ever, which was insane and incredible. It was a car event, but I filmed for the charity event, so I didn't get too much for Boston Auto Blog, but that video will be on my Facebook page, and I'll probably share a little bit on Instagram as well. So the guys from BMW of Boston who are at the Boston Cup to showcase the M8 and the X7 are going to a location to get some photos of the car and also showcase it to some people who are more interested in the vehicle, get away from the crowds, and it's more of a private thing. And since I know some people who work there, they invited me to stop by and check it out, which is really cool. So can't wait to check that out. Be the first time seeing an M8 in person. Now, BMW Celebrity, who I work with very closely, has two on their inventory. I need to go check those out at some point. I don't even care if I can't drive it or whatever. I just want to see it and do a quick walk around. It looks a little different on the interior than the M850i I reviewed last week. Alright, so back to the GTI. I am going to make a 5,000 mile review of the car. I think it's going to be a lot more accurate of a review, because when I reviewed the car, I think I only had, maybe 1,000 miles on it. So I want to go over everything, maybe quirks and features of the car, how I feel about it after 3 months of ownership, and do I regret purchasing this car? I think that's actually a really interesting question, because I've asked myself that a few times, and, well, I'm not going to answer it on this video, but if you guys do have questions, I want to do a Q&A for this review, so leave a comment below and I'll answer those questions. Alright, we met up with the M8. I got the X7 behind me. Oh, this is insane. And this thing sounds amazing. Let's see if we can get a clip. That thing sounds insane. Alright, so we are inside the M8. Got carbon fiber inlay. Definitely stands out immediately over the 850i. Got more aggressive seating than you would find in the 850i. And also, unfortunately, you can't see this because there's a lot of sun glare, but new digital information display. Got a nice touchscreen. But overall, this car sounds amazing, looks amazing, and is actually, in my opinion, a lot more comfortable than the M850i I reviewed last week. This car is just amazing. Cannot wait to see the competition in person.
So, you have setup, and then it brings up all your stuff on the screen here, and then it's either touchscreen or just simply select, and you can change all your settings. And then of course you can do two-wheel drive if you turn off traction control, just like the M5. And then here, the M mode button switches the dash from standard view to the M mode view.
Got a lot of sun glare on this side.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, it's not changing up.
But that is probably my favorite thing, the fact that you can just hit that, and it's just boom, 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 boom. And just...
It seems more efficient than
oh,
the
it's
other
way
way.
more, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that you can just reach up to the screen if you want to modify something small really quickly, you know?
Right. That is insane. Yeah. That is absolutely insane. The burbles are so deep too.
Yeah.
Deeper than any other BMW.
It's not like a pop or a crack. It's a, like...
The M8 and the X7. I'm gonna follow these guys back into Boston. I got the dash cam rolling so that we get the sound if this doesn't work out. Alright guys, I hope you can hear this. I am following the guys back into Boston, at least for as long as I can, because I'm heading back home. Got the X7 in front of me, I got the M8 behind me. We're gonna run the dash cam so that way I can get the sound, and it's a lot safer than using my DSLR, but you guys know, if I can, I will use that DSLR. There's just a lot of traffic in Boston. These guys can't get on it, but it still sounds amazing. I hope you guys can hear it. Alright guys, it is official. I have passed 5,000 miles on the GTI. This is quite a milestone, to do it in 3 months exactly to the day. So it has been very enjoyable. Alright, so to end this video, I want to answer a question that might come up in a future Q&A. And please leave your comments below. I will answer all of them in a 5,000 mile review. But what does it mean to own the GTI? And I understand it's not the fastest car, it's not the quickest. To me, it's more than just having a car that can get into Cars and Coffee. Maybe if people take photos of it, it's more than that. It is having moments like today, to have opportunities like today, where I can cruise with the M8 and the X7 to get those revs, those sounds. That's what it's all about. Also, meeting new people is everything. To get, to meet other car enthusiasts, other GTI owners, people I would have never met had I not purchased this car. And I had to say, again, it's not the fastest car. Probably could have gotten something else at $28,000, $30,000, But in all honesty, it has been a complete blast owning this car, and it has been a very fun 5,000 miles. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.